Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, boys and girls and students all over the world. Hope that this lecture will also find you in best of your health. And as you know, we are up to this book, and we are at the fourth chapter, and the chapter name is collecting. What is the name? It is the fourth chapter, and it is the last chapter of unit number 1. The name of this chapter is Collecting, Organizing and Displaying Data. As you know, it relates somehow with these statistics. And to my Urdu students who wants to watch my lessons or my lectures in Urdu, I'm very sorry because these are very lengthy questions, and it is not possible for me to do it in 2 sessions simultaneously. So they have to adjust themselves into in English lectures. The upcoming lectures is again from the mathematics. So I hope that I'll be doing in Urdu simultaneously for the students who want to watch the lectures in Urdu. So let us start for today. And the topic is very interesting and very easy. It is interesting as well as easy, and it is two-way table. It is two-way table, and I'll be covering two exercise in this one exercise in this one lecture. Yes, this is two-way table. The two-way tables are organized when you have two or more sort of things together. For example, men and women, and similarly boys and girls, and similarly you have some, if you want to tabulate some results like algebra, geometry, English, and whatsoever. So these are called two-way tables. There are not only two columns in it, but it can contain two or more rows in it. So, for example, let me give you an example of the drivers who wear the belt, the safety belt, and who don't wear the safety belt. They may be men or they may be women. So you see that now we have 4 categories in total: men and women, sex categories, and which wear the belt and which don't wear the belt. So these are the 4, because some men don't wear, some men wear, some women don't wear, some women wear the safety belts. So let me categorize this into a table. It is very simple. Suppose we are collecting the data for men and women, men and women, and among these men and women, we are going to categorize it in the men who don't wear the safety belt, don't wear safety belts, okay, and also who wear safety belts. Now you see there are 4 things in our operation. Now there are 4 things in our operation: men, women, don't wear safety belt, wear safety belt. Now there is a checkpoint where you can check whether the driver, maybe male or female, is wearing seat belt or not. Okay, it is very easy nowadays to check them. So, for example, in the span of 1 hour, the men who wear safety belts were 10. Okay, and who don't wear safety belts were 14, were 4. And similarly, the women were who wear the safety belts were 6, and who don't wear were the 3. Now you see that we have formed a table of men. There are 14 men that are crossing that checkpoint. So there are 14 men. Out of 14, 10 were wearing the safety belts and 4 were not wearing the safety belts. Similarly, 6 women were wearing the safety belts and 3 were not. So we can have the individual total also from here. That means 14 men crossed that point, that checkpoint, and 9, and in total there were 23. Oh, I wrote it 32. So it is 23 total drivers. There were 23 total drivers which passed through a certain checkpoint, out of which 14 were men, 9 were women, and out of them, individuals, out of them, and 9 women, 6 were not wearing the safety belts, 3 were wearing the safety belt. Oh, 6 were wearing the safety belts, 3 were not wearing the safety belt, and out of 14 men, 14 were wearing safety belts, 10 were out of 14, 10 were wearing safety belts, and 4 were not wearing the safety belts. So we can also have a total over here, 16 and 7. So you see that we have accumulated some data of two sexes and two situations like this, two sex and two situations like. So there were 4 things in total which we have accumulated in one table. So this is called two-way table, and you can have the total of each and every instant, at each and every instant. Now you see the total of this is 23, this is this, and this is again 23. And one thing you should be remember, the total of this and this must be the same. Total of rows, total of columns, and total of rows must be the same. Okay, now let me ask some question about this table. Now, how many men were wearing seat belts? How many men were wearing seat belts? No, 10 men were wearing seat belts. How many women were No, 6 women were wearing seat belts. Okay. How many men were not? And similarly, not and total and total and total and total and total. You can ask many questions from this short table. So another example. Another example is uh, yes. How many? How often male and female students use Facebook? How often? How often male and female students use Facebook? Now there may be, yes, it is also male students and female students. Okay, using Facebook and not using Facebook, and we can use it in also in 3 categories now. Some have never used it. Never used it. Okay. Some what they do, use sometimes. Use sometimes. Okay. And use every day. And use every day. Okay. Now you see there are 3 categories now. From left we can use never use it. Some students never use it. Either they are male or they are female. Some use them sometimes and sometimes they don't use it. And some use it every day, it is their routine. Now, what the data is going to be fixed over here is 35 students, male students, never use it. 35 male students never use it, and 18 use it sometimes, and everyday students are 52. Okay. For the female students, 42 never use it, and 26 use it sometimes, and for everyday users are 47. Now you can ask some questions from this data which have been tabulated. Now this is tabulated in fact. I have not drawn the lines. You can draw the lines like this and like this and like this. Okay, now this you may be seeing a sort of table now. It is very easy in Excel sheet. Okay, now you can ask the same question as we did it here. How many male students never use? Now there are 35 students. How many total? How many are the students which are male students which were surveyed? Okay. Now it is 35, 18, and you can give a total over here. Now 35 plus 18 plus 52 makes it 10 and 5 15, and 5 and 5 105. Now there are 105 total students, male students, and now these are 42, 26 and 47. It makes how many? 5 and 10 and 1, 11. Okay, now these are 115. Now you see that 115 female students were surveyed and 105 male students were surveyed, in which 52 students use it every day, male students, and 47 female students every day, sometimes using 18 and 26. And you can also have a table over here, and it should be equal to this total as well. Now this is 0, 2 and 220. There are total male and female students 220, out of which 99 are using it every day and never using are 77. You can make lot of questionnaire from this table. Now coming straight to the exercise. Now let me draw a table which is already has been given to you. Let me draw it first. Well students, now exercise, we are starting exercise 4.5 and question number is 1. I'll try to finish 4.5 and 4.6 exercise today because both relates to same topic, and there is only one question in 4.6 exercise. Okay, and that is more than oral than to do it on the whiteboard. Now this table has been given to you, and what is the question? The teacher did a survey to see how many students in their class were left-handed and how many students are right-handed. I am right-handed, my son is left-handed. She drew up this two-way table to show the results. She drew up this table to show the results. Okay, now she has asked the questions. How many left-handed girls are there in the class? How many left-handed girls are there in the class? There are 6 girls. Oh, there are 9 girls. There are 9 girls. For question number A, that is 9, because she has asked about the girls which are left-handed. Girls which are left-handed. We have to cross. Okay. The B. How many of the girls are right-handed? How many are the girls are right-handed? We have to go from here, then from here, where the two lines cross, that is 33. B is equal to 33 girls. 33 girls are right-handed. Okay. Are the boys mostly left-handed or mostly right-handed? Are the boys mostly left-handed or right-handed? C, they are right-handed. Okay. Most boys are right-handed. And how many students are there in the class? Now you see the total has come from. Now we have to make a total out of it. Okay. Now 33 plus 9 gives us 42, and 42 plus 6 48, and the totals come out to be 90 students. There are 90 students in the class. If she would have asked that how many how many students are right-handed and how many are the, so you can even do, it is not asked, so I am not doing it. Rest of the two questions are very easy and uh, very simple, and you will do it by yourself. Now there are some examples which are very lengthy. uh, Worked example 3, the table shows the world population data for 2008 with the estimated figures for 2025 and 2015. Now someone has collected the data of the world population of the different countries, for example Africa, North America, Latin America and Caribbean, Asia, Europe and Oceania, and he has estimated the population which would have occurred in 2025 and in 2050. So he has tabulated it in a table and asked some questions about it. Now question exercise 4.6, which is almost the same exercise, and I told you it is somewhat oral, rather to do it in on the whiteboard. Now there is a mileage table given in the table for the different countries, two different countries, from different countries to different countries. It is very easy, and it is often used in the metros and for intercity metros. Now let me give you the example. So dear students, I have written some air distances from Dubai to Mumbai, Dubai to Hong Kong, to London, to Montreal, Singapore and Sydney. There are also some mileages written over here, which I have not written because there's a long list on page number 86 of this book, and the questions are asked. Find the flying distance from Hong Kong to Dubai. From Hong Kong to Dubai. Now this is Dubai and this is Hong Kong. Now I have told you that you will cross the two destinations. You will cross the two destinations Now you see from Dubai to Hong Kong is 3,695 kilometers. 3,695 kilometers. And the interesting thing, if you want to find the distance between Hong Kong to Hong Kong, this is not written over here because it is from Hong Kong to Hong Kong, that it means it is 0 kilometers. Okay, so that's why this has been left blank. That's why this has been left blank. And from London to Hong Kong to London, from Hong Kong to London is 8,252, and from Sydney to Hong Kong to Sydney, Hong Kong to Sydney. No, here Hong Kong to Sydney is 4,586. 4,586. Now this is Hong Kong to Sydney is 4,586. So there are some more questions. Which is the longer flight, Istanbul to Montreal or Mumbai to Lagos? Istanbul to Montreal. Which is the longest flight? Istanbul. Where is Istanbul? This is Istanbul to Montreal. Now this is Montreal over here. And Montreal is 57. Okay. Or Mumbai to Lagos. Mumbai. Where is Mumbai? Yes. Now you see that this is 5,140 kilometers, whereas Istanbul to Montreal is 5,757. So this one is the greater distance. So such questions are asked, and it is very easy to check it from this table. So I hope you would have understood the two-way table. Now this is one way of the table and this is the second way of the table. So we can also have more than these columns and rows as per requirement of the question. So in the next lecture we'll be doing some more statistics. So it's time to see you goodbye. It's time to say you goodbye. Allah Hafiz.